Hello friends, if you own a home and you are on a Medicare Advantage plan and picture this, you have owned your home for 20 years. You have paid your homeowner's insurance every single month without missing a payment, then a hailstorm rolls through and tears up your entire roof. You file the claim, a contractor quotes you $14,000 for a full replacement. The check arrives. It is for $3,900, not $14,000. You call your agent. That is when you learn that at some renewal you did not review closely your policy was. The change was in the documents you received. You just did not know what to look for. The gap between what insurance paid and what the repair cost is now coming out of your savings or this. You open your mail and there is a letter from your insurance company, not a bill, a formal. The reason aerial imaging has identified a condition on your roof that places the prop. You had no idea a drone had photographed your house. Nobody called, nobody knocked. You have been with this carrier for 11 years and never filed a claim. And now you have 30 days to find a new insurer before your home is left complete. You do not know what the images showed, whether they were accurate, or whether the artificial or this. You go to use the over-the-counter allowance your Medicare Advantage plan has included. The pharmacist tells you the balance is zero. You call member services. They confirm the benefit was reduced at the start of the current plan year. A notice was made. You received it. You recognized it as routine plan paperwork and set it aside. The allowance you had built your routine around is gone with no phone call and no clear warning. If any one of those situations would blindside your finances in a way you are not prepared. Today I am covering 5 things how each of them works. Why homeowners and I am saving the one with the largest financial gap for number 2 because once you see quick context. This video is for homeowners and Medicare Advantage enrollees over. Everything I share comes from official guidance, the National Association of Insurance, educational content only, not personalized insurance, financial or legal advice. Talk to a licensed professional before any major decision. I am not a licensed insurance agent or Medicare counselor. I read the regulatory guide, subscribe and turn on notifications. Coverage rules change every year, and the people here. One question: when did you last read your homeowner's insurance declarations page? Drop a 1 if you reviewed it this year. Drop a 2 if you cannot remember. Number 5. Multiple major insurance carriers have contracted with third-party aerial imaging companies. These programs cover the vast majority of homes, and your property may already have been. The images are processed by AI systems scanning for risk indicators. You are typically not told an aerial inspection occurred until a letter demands repairs. Consumer organizations have documented significant AI errors. Solar panels. If you receive a non-renewal notice, most states require between 30 and 60. Request the documentation used in the decision in writing an independent professional inspection. Number 3. Insurance carriers have tightened underwriting requirements around roof age. A 20-year-old roof was previously insurable under standard terms. Many carriers have moved that threshold to 15 years or lower. If your roof crosses the new cutoff even with no leaks and no visible damage, most people who have owned their home for 2 or 3 decades have a roof in exactly this range. The age of your roof is the central input in how your insurer calculates. Number 1 covers a different coverage category but follows the same pattern. According to the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, Medicare Advantage plans, this year millions of enrollees have lost benefits that were in place the year before. Over-the-counter allowances for vitamins and health supplies have been cut or eliminated. Fitness meal delivery and vision benefits have also been reduced. These changes arrive each fall in the annual notice of change, and most people do not read. Write down 3 questions for your plan's member services. What OTC benefit do I? What fitness benefits are included, and have any covered services changed since last year? Number 4. If a non-renewal stands after you file a complaint with your state department of insurance, fair coverage is more limited and more expensive, but it exists as a bridge. Contact your state department of insurance about the FAIR plan in your state. This is an illustrative composite built from patterns in documented insurance claims. Barbara is a 68-year-old retired bank teller in the Midwest, a widow she received a non-renewal notice citing aerial imaging. She hired a contractor who confirmed her roof had meaningful remaining life and filed a complaint. The non-renewal was reversed. Then a hailstorm hit and she filed a claim discovering that at a renewal she had not. The check reflected the depreciated value of the roof, not what repair cost. The gap required drawing down savings she had built over years. The storm, the 2 words on her declarations page she had never read, were the problem. Number 2, and this is the one I have been building toward. Most homeowners assume that if their roof is damaged, their insurance pays what it costs to repair. That is called replacement cost coverage. What many policies carry instead, especially for older roofs after a renewal modification. The difference between those 2 phrases is the difference between being made whole. And here is how actual cash value is calculated. Write this down. Your insurer does not. They pay what your roof was worth at the time of the damage after accounting for depreciation. Depreciation equals the roof's age divided by its estimated total useful life. A replacement costs $14,000. Your roof is 18 years old and the insurer estimates its useful life at 25 years. 18 divided by 25 equals 72%. Meaning your actual cash value payout is approximately $3,900 before your deductibles frequently run $1,000 to $2,000 or more. The gap between what repair costs and what you receive could reach $10,000. The National Association of Insurance Commissioners advises 2 steps. First, pull your declarations page and look for the words replacement cost or actual cash. If it says actual cash value, that is the coverage type, where a major claim pays. Second, call your agent and ask 2 questions. Is my roof covered at replacement? And are there any age-based exclusions on my current policy? Per the National Association of Insurance Commissioners, those 2 questions are the foundation. If your roof is at actual cash value, would that change what you do at renewal? Drop a comment below. Here is the full picture. Aerial imaging programs operate on homes across the country without homeowner notification. Home age thresholds have tightened and roofs in the 15 to 20-year range are landing in. Medicare Advantage supplemental benefits have been quietly reduced across millions. The FAIR Plan is a legal safety net through your state Department of Insurance. And the actual cash value calculation is why 2 words on your declarations page. 3 things before you close this video. 3. Pull your declarations page and find the words replacement cost or actual. If you cannot find it, call your agent and ask the 2 questions. 2. If you are on Medicare Advantage, call Member Services and ask about your over. 1. If you received a non-renewal notice or cannot find private coverage, contact your before any major coverage decision, talk to a licensed professional who knows your situation. If what you learned today would help someone who owns a home or is on a Medicare Advantage, 1 conversation before the damage arrives is worth more than 10 after. Coming up next, what the Medicare Advantage open enrollment window allows you to do. If you want the depreciation math, go back to the 11-minute mark. That is the calculation.